CMA P. Raju Iyer, President ICMAI, our keynote address speaker, CA Mukesh Singh Kushwaha, Central Council Member, Government Nominee ICMAI, आदरणीय विभूति भूषण नायक, रीजनल काउंसिल मेंबर एंड ट्रेजरर ICMAI, आदरणीय सुमोद मिश्रा, चेयरमैन ICMAI भुवनेश्वर चैप्टर, other galaxy of leaders from ICMAI sitting on the stage, delegates come all over the country to this Institute of Cost Accounts of India, Committee on Cost Management for Public and Government Services, invited made by Bhubaneswar chapter for this 3-day seminar. Brothers and sisters, friends and media friends, this is the second day of your conference. Yesterday it was inaugurated by His Excellency the Governor of Odisha. You must have had broadly in detail the role of cost accountants in the country and their mandatory work, their actions in the management, their help in deciding the costing of a product, and the statutory order of the Government of India, what a cost accountant should do in a company, etc., you must have heard from him. The Institute of Cost Accountant of India has been established in 1959 by an Act of Parliament. This is coming under Minister of Company Affairs under the Finance Department, Minister of Finance. I think in all over the country, we have more than 45,000 cost accountants, and in Odisha, I think nearly 1,500 cost accountants are there. As per the law, for certain business, certain companies, cost audit is mandatory. Like in income tax, chartered accountant audit is mandatory. Similarly, in a company, cost account audit is mandatory. You have taken a topic today, cost excellence and sustainable business strategy. Unless the cost is made properly, excellently of a product, the business management cannot sustain properly. It is a natural fact, from smallest to bigger one. Well, I will tell you, I was a minister for more than 28 years. I have seen number of institutes of the government face loss. Why they face loss? Because the procedure of appointment of the officers in those departments to get a cost of a product is not properly done by a management trainee man who will derive the cost properly. As it has been failed in those cases, most of the corporations of the government go in loss. Of course, now Government of India and state government has made it mandatory. Cost audit became a necessity, and they are including costing accountants in the management. I will tell you one product for which you all are associated: electricity. You enjoy the electricity. Whenever the electricity bill you get every month, always you react yourself that why the rate of the electricity is so high. Who has derived the costing of it? As a cost accountant, you must be in confusion. I will tell you, I was minister for this department for more than 10 years. Right now also, I am the chairman of the electricity board, appointed by the Odisha Vidhan Sabha as a speaker of the Legislative Assembly. I tell you, where the electricity comes. We get electricity in three manners: one from hydro, one from thermal coal, one from solar, one from mini hydro. These are the four systems from which we get the electricity. For 1 unit of electricity generation, you have to burn 1 kg of coal. So the coal electricity is costlier than any other electricity. But when we consume the electricity, purchasing from the government or the distributor company, this is a merged electricity generated from hydro, thermal, solar and different ways. What we get, we merge it. And after clubbing up the production cost, we derive a rate which is decided by regulatory commission, and that is given, that money we give to the government as a tariff. Recently, you must have gone through the columns of daily newspaper. The Delhi government has given 2,000 crores benefit to the people and reduced the tariff of the electricity. What the people were paying before year. Everybody got astonished. This is nothing but the cost management. The cost management was that when the electricity generated, it is sent to the consumer through transmission and distribution system. Transmission is done through by 220 kV substations, 132 substations, and subsequently when it comes to the city, it is again distributed by 33 by 11 substations and through transformer to your house. The 4-way comes. So when electricity flows from generation station to the consumer, in transmission, there is a transmission loss. In distribution, there is a distribution loss. So, this transmission loss, distribution loss, if it is added to the cost of the electricity generated, and then the rate is derived, the costing is got. So naturally it becomes high. For that we pay higher cost. The only thing we have to do is to reduce the cost of the electricity. We have to make energy audit. The energy which is coming to you from the generating station to the consuming station through different phases, and the human resources are used for it, the mechanized machines are used for it, its costing and everything. When you calculate, then you have to find out how best you can reduce the costing of the selling rate of the electricity, and the tariff should be reduced. Like a cost accountant, the regulatory commission is a cost accountant who has to sit and get these all rates and find out and make an energy audit to find out that how best in less rate we can supply the electricity to the public. Recently we have taken up a view. You must have seen near your house, every transformer is there. From the transformer, the power is supplied to your house. We have put a new rule that this transformer is giving 200 houses power, and through this transformer, suppose 2000 units of power is distributed to the houses. Those 100 houses must have been built 2000 units. If you supply 2000 units, but the billing is coming less than 2000 units, so there is husbands in between. Somebody is hiding, taking away. Electricity theft is there in between. So to catch that is called energy audit. After doing that, in Delhi particularly by Tata, they got the benefit of 2000 crores in a year. And that 2000 crores they have given benefit to the consumer of the Delhi people. Now we are introducing the same meaning, same procedure in Odisha too. When we given distribution of the electricity to Tatas, we signed an agreement. We had 32% transmission and distribution loss. We said to them that every year you must reduce 5% TD losses. Otherwise, the company must pay 500 crores fine to the state government. You will astonishing to know the distribution companies which were making loss last year of 100 crores, 200 crores, 300 crores. This year every distribution company has gone on profit. So the costing analysis and the cost accountants find out the way through which the cost should reduce. Because to finalize the costing of a product, you have to see so many things. The cost of the product, the labor utilized on it, the bank money invested on it, the bank interest, the other initiatives spent on it, and ultimately, finally, the rate must come in such a way, it must be competed with the market, and the owner should get profit in, or the government must get profit. That economics is much necessary. So in electricity, as is a consumable product, we are utilizing the same cost analysis by which we can give the power in a lesser rate to the people. Similarly, you are also working in different companies. Whatever the product they are doing, you must be going through that analysis. For that, government has made that mandatory cost audit is necessary for most of the companies. So your role is very much important so for costing of any product is necessary. I trust in your this 3 days conference, you will have a discussion widely regarding many a complicated subject of many industries and its products, and the present day world competition, global competition and market sustainability that you must be going through it. So I trust those discussions you will make in this 3 days conference, and you will come to a conclusion and try to publish these things in articles, in columns of daily economic times and other economic reviews, so that we lay people, politicians can go through it and can understand that how best we can also utilize your thinking in our practice. Thank you all.